Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 24th, and today was another beautiful day to be alive. Had some crazy torrential downpour rains, lasted about an hour and a half, just rained like hell. So got this morning, got a few things taken care of, nothing real major in the house and stuff. Decided I was going to run over and check on my vending machine location that needs to be moved. Hoping they'd have an answer for me. They're still talking like 2 more weeks out to give me an answer where it's going, which sucks because the machine is sitting in a building that's not being really used by much. They're all moving out of that building into the new building and whatnot. So I thought, well, if I actually show up, they'll get a little more on top of it and be a little more likely to give me a location a little sooner, is my hope. And also it'll help quiet my wife down on the concern she has about them trying to move it themselves, and where I want to make sure I made that clear that they were not to touch and try and move the machine on their own and whatnot and whatever. So that was what it was. So I drove over there. They know nothing. They don't have any information. Nothing's changed. The whole 9 yards. Yada yada yada. So kind of a wasted trip. But since I was over there, on the way over, I kind of checked on it. I stopped at the farmers market. Oh, not farmers market. The fairgrounds. They have a flea market, I guess, more like. They have everything from produce, like a farmers market, to antique, Civil War relics. So they have everything and anything you could want in between, from moo-moos to flip-flops. So it's all there. I ended up buying myself a bonsai tree. Karen had talked here a while back about getting a bonsai tree, so this guy had a really good deal on some cute looking little 3-year-old bonsai trees. So I went ahead and picked up one of those. I was on the motorcycle, ironically, so I wasn't sure I was going to go, but I threw it in the side bag, knowing that when I got to my vending route, I was going to set it out and let it be in the sun and not sit in the hot case. And I found a shady spot, so I just left it in the side bag. It wasn't a big deal. From there, I headed over to a couple of different motorcycle dealerships, looked at a couple bikes for Karen for sale. Also drove down to Sanford to look at a bike that was for sale. I found through Facebook, one of the motorcycle groups I'm in. I checked on it, and it was not in great shape, but it was nice, and it is what it is. So kept back home, got a few other things done around the house, just kind of chilled out a little bit. Went ahead and got some of the stuff around the house need to be done. That just has to take place. Got my run in, got my shower done, and then picked up Karen at work. As she got off work, kind of set a time of driving home to get with me. So went and dropped off the truck at her work, took off in the car, went back over to the land area and came down through and stopped at that same dealership. Looked at a couple bikes there. The KTM 390 Duke is what I really wanted to have, and it's just without the lowering kit on it already, she doesn't feel safe on it, and it's a little bit too far forward, more like the lean forward bike, which is something that she's not thinking she wants to ride. So found one she liked a lot, little 250 Yamaha V-Star. It is what it is. It's a beautiful little blue bike. It's very attractive looking, surprisingly great shape, so on and so forth, all that fun stuff that comes with it. But it's just a little 250. So, and the other one we're looking at there is a 650 single cylinder though, and we looked at a few different ones. The new Honda Rebel 500 is really nice, but it's a little more too leaning forward that she's not a big fan of, kind of thing. So we drove on down, looked at the used bike that I saw on Facebook. On the way there, we stopped and grabbed ourselves a sub at a new place that I've never eaten at. She thinks she ate there when she was a little girl one time years ago. The place has been around for like 50 years, so I'm sure at some point, growing up here, she probably has eaten there in the past. So it is what it is. But went and looked at their bike, took it for a test ride. She didn't ride it, but she rode in the back and kind of whatnot. And it was not great shape. And they were asking top of the market for it, for what age, the mileage, and the condition, and so on and so forth. And I made them what I thought was a completely fair offer. They wanted $400 more and $300 more, and I was like, I'm not paying that. I'm not doing it. So I went ahead and left. Probably ended up looking more at that really pretty little blue V-twin 250, something she feels super comfortable on. We headed back home, got talking and stuff. I went outside, had myself a cigar. She got a shower. She got a treadmill first, got out of the shower for a little bit. Went ahead and came in, we were chatting, and I basically asked her, I said, what would it take for you to get your endorsement pay for the class to get the endorsement before we buy you a motorcycle, just in case you go take the driver's test and either you cannot pass it or you just decide you really don't want to pass it, kind of thing. So who knows, she might decide she just don't like the idea of riding a motorcycle and whatnot. So that's what I think our plan is going to be to have her actually take the riding course first and get her endorsement before I actually buy her a motorcycle. So I did do a bunch looking around online for different ones, especially that little V-twin V-Star that I saw, because I now know she likes it a lot, so I can look for a better deal, because this thing was top of the market. It was in a dealership, full retail, and then they want like $300 doc fee, which is $300 to fill out paperwork that says that I'm buying it from them, which is just a complete rip off, and then like another $300 for like their inspection of the bike. And I'm like, you're charging me $300 to look it over? And like, that makes no sense at all. But then he said with that inspection comes some kind of warranty or some crap, and I'm not a big fan of paying somebody $500-600 on top of the price you have it. Just, if that's the case, roll it into the damn price then. So it is what it is. I figure I might go back and make an offer on it and see what they say, and who knows, because worst case scenario, they tell me no. But I hate that chicken shit way of adding on another $500 or $600 to the price of anything. It just, doc fee. It's, you have a dude who took 10 minutes to write up some paperwork, and you're charging me $300 to write up paperwork. It's ridiculous. So it is what it is. We don't do anything else. We don't go to Home Depot and they're like, oh, it's $100. You're getting this, full kitchen cabinets and stuff and the stove, and they're going to give you $100 receipt fee. We had to write up the receipts. I don't get it. It's just another way to con people out of money. So it is what it is. And when I see that, it just annoys me. I'm like, I'd rather go play someplace. I'd happily pay the same price out the door to a place, told me the price was $600 more, with no dock fees and nothing, no inspection fees, no whatever. I'm more than happy to pay the same money. I just don't want it put in a dock fee like you're cheating me when you say, oh, it's $6,000, but out the door it's $6,600. That's stupid. So it is what it is. But anyway, went ahead, got that done, and she agreed to take the course first. So the few of the bikes I emailed about and whatnot, I'm going to try and look at. If there's one in particular, if I get a good enough deal on it, I'll just buy it. And then worst case scenario, I just hope she gets her license, I guess, what will happen. But it is what it is. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.